Now, when it comes to superheroes, you just don't get any more iconic than Batman. I mean, successful comics, cartoons, movies, games, toys, you name an entertainment platform, and Batman somehow finds a way in. And Japanese entertainment is no different. Back in the 60s, Batman surprisingly received a manga by Jiro Kawada, one of the original creators of the classic 8-Man series, which I haven't read for myself, but considering how crazy Japanese superheroes were back then, especially with what Japan did to Spider-Man back in the 70s, I bet it's a pretty crazy read. Also, in the 2000s, Batman even got his own anime, or at least a collection of shorts from different studios piled together in Gotham Knight, which was overall okay, but at least it looked damn amazing. Recently, however, Batman received another chance to be in the anime scene with the movie I'm reviewing today, Batman Ninja, which, let me be upfront with you guys, is perhaps one of the absolute craziest experiences I've had in a long time. Now, the story here starts with Batman going against Gorilla Grodd. However, during this fight, Batman, members of both the Bat family and Batman's Rogue Gallery, are sent to the past into feudal Japan, where it seems that various Batman villains are fighting over control of Japan, Shogun style. And of course, it's up to Batman to save the day. Now, if I were to simply describe the story here as a whole, then really the best I can put it is that it feels like an over-the-top fanfiction made by an otaku Batman fan that somehow found its way into an anime studio where they decided to adapt the whole thing, leaving nothing out. As just about every time you feel this movie has topped itself with being insane, it just keeps escalating. I mean, there are a few scenes during the climax of this movie which I'm not going to mention here because, oh my god, you just have to see it to believe it. As the levels of outrageousness here just get plain stupid. This is not your super serious and dark Batman, nor is it your campy fun Batman. This is Batman Ninja, and it's fucking anime as hell. I mean, some of the fights between Batman and the Joker here feel like fights from fucking Naruto. Bane is some sort of fucking sumo wrestler, then there's fucking mech battles, multiple of them, that just appear out of fucking nowhere, cause, you know, why not? It's fucking anime. Now, all this craziness in this movie came with quite a lot of talent on board, with Kazuki Nakashima being the writer here, which probably explains why this movie is just so damn over the top. Then you have the creator of Afro Samurai, Takashi Okazaki, being the character designer, as well as the animation for the movie itself being done by Kamikaze Doga, best known for their work on the animation of the first 4 JoJo openings. Now, Okazaki's design, while in my opinion aren't quite as eye-catching as many of his previous works, but I will admit seeing these Western comic book characters with a bit of Japanese influence was really cool to see, mainly with the Joker, who personally I felt had the best design. Next to Bane, of course, though sadly Bane had very little to do with the movie. Though some of these more Japanese influences didn't really work out that well. I'm looking at you, Red Hood. I'm looking at you. Animation-wise, while seeing the 3D animation in the initial trailers left me a bit disappointed, though I will say 3D anime has gotten better over the years, you know, disregarding the recent Berserk animes.
So put your glasses on, nothing will be wrong.
Oh buddy, there's just too much wrong here. Animation overall here is very solid, with the characters being in CG save for a few scenes, and most of the backgrounds being in 2D, which look really good, though there are a few scenes, mainly the more static moments, where it doesn't really mesh that well. However, the action scenes here look fantastic, and I really enjoyed the sort of cartoony bounciness added to the Joker and Harley that really helped them stand out, and in the end is quite fitting. Also, surprisingly, this movie gets very creative with its visuals. For a brief scene here, it actually turns into a more traditional looking Japanese type animation that looks beautiful. And I kinda wish we got to see more of it. I mean, just look at this. Sugoi! Now, discussing the sub and dub of this movie is actually quite interesting, as while both versions have a very solid cast with Koichi Yamadera, Wataru Takagi, Rei Kugamiya, Takahiro Kiyasu, and Daisuke Ono, name a few in the sub, and Roger Craig Smith, Tara Strong, Yuri Lowenthal, Gray DeLise, and even Tom Kenny on board with the dub. However, good casting on both ends aside, it's been admitted that the scripts for the movie in both sub and dub are different, with the sub being a little bit more serious, or at least as serious as you can get with this movie, and the dub having a lot more comedy within, which best reflects off the Joker, who spends most of the movie making some just really bad puns, though honestly I just would not have it any other way.
Oh, don't run away. I'm your biggest fan.
So when it comes to your viewing, as it does with most animes, just go with whatever you feel sounds right. As in my opinion, they both sound really great, though it is kind of weird hearing Batman and other characters I'm familiar with speaking in English, speaking Japanese. Now, as much as I love this movie, if there's one thing I have to complain about, it's Batman himself here. Because, oh my god, is he dumb in this movie. Multiple times throughout the movie, he gets sneaked up on. And like, there's this one scene here where he tries going undercover, but he fucking has a bat symbol on his fucking head. Yeah, hiding from the bad guys while having the motherfucking bat signal on your head. Ninja, what the fuck? Oh yeah, speaking of ninjas, if you're honestly wondering if Batman does indeed go ninja in this movie, as based off a lot of the trailers and promotional art, it seemed more like Batman Samurai. And for the most part, it mainly is, at least until the final act of the movie where Batman actually does do some cool ninja stuff. So if you're worried about that, no need to, Falcon's got you covered. Overall, Batman Ninja is just one hell of an outrageous movie, and I definitely recommend you to watch it with a group of friends, as I did so with my first viewing of the movie, and it made for one hell of an experience. Honestly, I really hope DC decides to do more of these anime movies, because this one was just fucking awesome. And with that, as always, I am Mr.FalconPunch. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't worry, the Devilman Crybaby review is on its way. Just been really working hard on that script. But for sure, it will be my next video. Till then, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.